It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Welcome to 2K Sports, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson, sitting alongside the big diesel, Shaquille O'Neal, and the prop plane, Kenny Smith. The action tonight will be live from Salt Lake City as the Utah Jazz play against the Boston Celtics. Well, for Boston, these guys are playing good basketball with 7 wins in their last 10 games, and they like their chances tonight. Battling it out tonight, 2 offenses that tend to live and die by the 3. Shaq, do you think the league is becoming too perimeter-oriented?
Yeah, Kenny knows this. He has 2 rings, I have 4. Championship-level teams usually challenge you outside and inside. You got to keep the defense guessing, Ernie.
Well, the perimeter offenses have become a lot more sophisticated. 25 feet from the baskets, it's hard to impose your physicality against anyone on the defensive
There's
end.
nothing sophisticated about jacking up 83s in the game.
Well, you know what? It's hard to be physical when guys are not even coming near you.
For a guy who likes to shoot the 3, would you like to be playing today?
I would, not to toot my own horn.
Go ahead, toot your own.
But I'm going to toot it. I would average easily a 20-point game. Easily 20 a game. Being able to take the amount of threes that they're able to take, 20 would be, I would be disappointed.
Drown him out.
I would be so disappointed if I didn't get 20 every night. It's the easiest era to play it. How can you shoot up 23s and call yourself a point guard? So, this is ridiculous. Any scrub can play in this era. Kevin, anybody can play in this era, Kevin. Anybody.
The state capital of Utah dramatically lit up on a beautiful night in Salt Lake City. It's the Celtics from Boston who find themselves on the road here today for an interconference battle. Glad to have you with us for more NBA action. Alongside Chris Webber and Greg Anthony, I'm Kevin Harlan, the 4th member of our crew. From the sideline, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. Taking a look at Utah, they've hit a rough spot here early, but still have plenty of time in their season to find their way out.
And I think for the Jazz, they haven't looked anything like the team we thought they'd be this year. Still such a long way to go. They could be in line for a long, tumultuous season.
Yeah, Greg, I'm not sure if this can be written off as just a slow start. I think this might be the team they really are.
And with tip-off coming up, we've got just enough time to hear from our good friend David Aldridge on the sideline. D.A., take it away.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, Brad Stevens is one of the youngest coaches in the league. At the same time, he's one of the longest tenured coaches in Celtics history. Kyrie Irving said he brings the ultimate unwavering confidence. Chill but assertive. He demands excellence out of you. You want to play for him. Kevin?
All right, David. This season, right now in the beginning stages, but some teams, Chris, already exceeding expectations. How do they keep that momentum? How do they keep things rolling along in that way?
You have to do that in the locker room and in practice. You have to make sure that you stick to the coach's rules and roles, and have to remember your success was built and predicated upon doing it the right way. And so how do you make sure you keep that focus, you pay attention to details, and especially the little things, and stick with the basics?
Good stuff.
Let's get a nice clean game, huh?
And it's going to be the Jazz off the tip. And now the opening lineup for Boston. Down low, it's Morris and Horford. Irving at point with Brown to his side. They're the backcourt, and it's Tatum in at the 3 slot. Here's Gobert, and slam dunk by Gobert.
And did you see the screen that was set for him? I mean, that was how he got to the hoop.
It was the classic screen play. It won't show up in the box score, but that screen deserves an assist.
Yeah, guys, and his teammates love it. Gotta get him a few big pats on the back.
Tries again, takes the 13-footer, and there's Horford. That's good on the assist by Irving.
And that's what Horford can open things up for the whole team offensively. I mean, that's where he can. Off the catch and shoot, bottoms up.
Rubio against Irving. Mitchell right side. Out to Favors. 6 on the shot clock. Brown against Mitchell. Morris with the rebound. And so it's Irving. He brings it up for Boston. And this game, the first chance they've had to see Utah.
It's not often we get to see this matchup, but it is a doozy when we do. Just two powerhouse teams facing off.
I mean, who knows? If you want to look all the way ahead to the finals, it's possible these teams could see each other there. So both teams looking to make a statement in their first meeting of the season.
Yeah, good awareness there. He sees an opening and doesn't hesitate.
Well, that opening right there, that's just because the defense failed to rotate.
Now, here is Irving. He had a 27-point outing in their last game against Phoenix.
And it was a huge night for him at the other end as well. How about the steals? And he was just a big headache the entire game.
Tatum wide open. He fires one. Hits some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good.
An elite mid-range shooter. That's what he is. Even back in high school, Tatum will always have this in his arsenal.
And Rubio kicks to Gobert. Passes to Ingles. Over Tatum. Ingles can't get it to go. So for the Jazz, their last game, a loss to Dallas.
And their defense practically non-existent in that one. Just gave up far too many easy shots.
Well, their opponents ran some pretty good sets, too. I mean, let's be honest, creating some nice open looks.
Here's Rubio. Following the basket by Marcus Morris. And Rubio kicks to Ingles. Gobert against Horford. Gobert can't hit.
You got to give the D credit there. It affected him. He didn't have much room to get the shot off.
Oh, Tatum in position. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
And you see Tatum using that insane reach on the catch. I mean, he can go get it.
And that unleashed chaos replay presented by Under Armour. Cover Havoc, giving us a chance to relive that exciting play. Now, here's Rubio. He's coming off a 16-point game against Dallas.
Yeah, but it wasn't all about himself. He also did a great job at creating for his teammates. So many assists tonight.
Rubio with it. He's covered by Irving. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Rubio. Here we are in November. Let's see how things are shaking out in the West early in the season. Taking a look at Golden State, a terrific position for them as they hold up that illustrious top spot, but it's a long season, as we all know. And of course, Utah, not in the same realm right now in terms of their record.
And seeing where Utah is, they haven't made any of the strides they were hoping to see prior to the season. Again, hanging around at the bottom of the standings.
The talent's not there. I mean, Greg, plain and simple. You can't fault their effort, but they just don't have the roster to compete with the big boys.
Irving against Rubio. Irving kicks to Morris. Pass to Brown. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Over Mitchell. Again, the Celtics good for 2.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Jazz trail by 8.
Yeah, and you think about big transitions. Isaiah Thomas was a soldier for the Celtics, got traded for Kyrie, and then Kyrie came in and just made all the fans fall in love with him.
Now, here's Rubio. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Trying to get something going. A putback, and there's Favors putting it right back in.
Love the determination he showed there, getting himself into good position under the glass.
With the presence of mind to know just where the rebound was going to come down. Well timed. Here's Irving, averaging 28 points a game, and it's not an easy feat for what this man does on the offensive end. Morris with the bucket. And for the Celtics, lots of transitions last year for sure.
Yeah, and with all the injuries, it was next man up. Tatum in for Hayward, Rozier in for Kyrie. Later in the season, I mean, Brown went from raw athlete to dependable scorer.
Here's Rubio, following the basket by Marcus Morris. And there's the feed to Favors. Morris with the block.
Oh, just fantastic defense for Morris, getting right in the face of the shooter and coming up with the rejection.
Boston leading by 8. Horford the pass to Irving. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. One of the premier scorers in the league, Irving, still may be underrated by some as a playmaker.
Oh, Kyrie, come on. Tremendous court sense. Vision. I mean, he understands to win in this league, you have to be unselfish, but you know he can get it going at any time.
That's good from Irving. And with all the drama, Greg, that has followed Irving the past few seasons, he reached out to Kobe Bryant for some guidance.
And just like Irving and LeBron had to go their own ways, so did Kobe and Shaq. Very few players know what it's like to be in a situation like Irving, but Kobe's one of them. And Kobe gave Irving the confidence to not be afraid of standing out in his career decisions, and so far it's paid off handsomely.
He's so confident, so self-assured on every free throw he takes.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Timeout is called, first of the game for the Jazz.
Yeah, you know, some of it's shot selection, some just bad luck, and they just can't get anything going.
Well, this is the dilemma as a coach. You wonder, do I need to call a timeout here? Do I need to settle these guys down? Should I let them play through it?
A moment here to look at some numbers for Horford. Putting up about 10 points a night, 9 rebounds, and 5 assists. And not many players possess his kind of ability to protect the rim. I mean, you look at the block total, pretty remarkable.
Yeah, we talk about players getting hot offensively. He's in the same kind of groove with his defense right now. He's a beast at that end of the floor.
Bangs home the trifecta.
Just a little confusion among the D as to who was supposed to be on it.
Rubio against Irving. Brown dishes to Tatum. Lets a floater go. Second shot opportunity. Horford. Gobert with the defensive effort.
That defense is as good as a block. I mean, what looks to be a layup turns out.
Watch out. Watch out. And Kevin, even though they're down, he's still looking to do the spectacular, and he did.
Well, maybe this is the best time to do it. Irving finds Morris. Horford against Favors. Horford the pass to Irving. And the rejection by Favors. Irving against Rubio. "20 feet out. And that one is off. And it's Boston the other way. Last game matchup with the Suns, a tough loss there.
And if there's one aspect of the game that really stood out for me, it was the rebounding. Basketball is about possessions, and you saw a noticeable difference in terms of the effort both teams were putting forth.
Well, the rebounding numbers weren't even close. I mean, if that was a boxing match on the glass, they would have stopped that fight a long time ago.
Here's Mitchell. Following the basket by Kyrie Irving. Shoots over Brown. Mitchell's shot is good. Mitchell's got 9 points. Celtics leading by 5. Irving looking over the floor. Morris against Favors. The kick out to Irving. Shot clock at 6. Fades back. The shot comes out. The Jazz go the other way with it. To the inside. It's stolen by Morris. Horford in the post. Gobert on him. The pass to Irving. Brown outside. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. Irving's got 4 assists in the game.
Oh, you love to see Brown knock down the 3 ball, showing great strides in improving his range.
And the Jazz call time here.
Now, look, when you watch Marcus Morris, I mean, he's been around the league. He understands how to play the game. Sometimes you just need to be put in the right system. It's just timing. That happened for him last season.
A different look for Utah. Jay Crowder's checked in for Favors. Cephalosha comes in for Joe Ingles, and it's Exum in for Ricky Rubio. Here's Exum. To the middle. Cephalosha's shot is good. Cephalosha's got his first points of the night. And when you give Morris some freedom on the offensive end, he can carry you through long stretches.
Kevin, he's a terrific shooter. I mean, from standstill, off the dribble, back to the basket. It really doesn't matter with him. The other thing, he gives you tremendous toughness. He likes to mix it up. He won't back down from a challenge, I'll tell you that.
So it's the Celtics now, after the basket by Utah.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
Mitchell kicks to Gobert. Pass to Exum. Jazz passing it around. Here's Cephalosha. He's coming off a 10-point game against Dallas.
And also 3 steals. So he showed some grit and determination on the defensive side. And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Celtics leading by 3. And here is Rozier. 11-point game his last outing. He feeds it to Smart. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. See, Webb, if there were ever a player where stats did not tell the whole story, it would be Marcus Smart.
Yeah, I mean, if you look to his line every night, you think he was just another role player. But Smart, he's a difference maker. Tough, physical. I mean, he makes winning plays.
And the first one at the line is good.
And no doubt that Marcus Smart is one of the better defenders at his position. Quick feet are complemented by that strong frame, and he just digs in and against would-be scorers and just never lets them get comfortable.
Udo's checked in for Rudy Gobert. And so he's able to get 1 of 2. And Greg was smart. When he's off the floor or injured, you notice just how it changes the team's defense.
Yeah, I mean, the defense overall just seems to have less bite, less edge, less toughness without Smart. And the way he plays, you feel like he is looking to make a play on defense rather than just trying to slow his man down. Great at taking charges and forcing turnovers. He is truly the catalyst of their defense.
Got it. Nice one there from Exum.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
Rozier looking around. He kicks it to Smart. Passes it to Baines. Hayward outside. Over Cephalosha. Again, the miss by the Celtics. Utah trailing here. And there's a whistle. That goes on Terry Rozier. That's his first foul. A minute 20 left to play in the first quarter. Down low, and Udo with the stuff.
Such incredible hops for a center. Look, it allows him to hold his own against any other 5 in the league.
So Rozier will bring it up for Boston. Kicks to Hayward. To the inside. It's stolen by Udo. Oh, here we go now. Crowder's got it. The fast break chance. No good on the fast break pull-up. And the Celtics with possession here. Here's Smart. Good D by Mitchell.
That type of defense doesn't always get it done, but it does the job that time.
The dunk with a foul on top of it. So strong.
That foul's got to be a lot harder than that if you're going to try to prevent Crowder from scoring here.
Well, last season, a tough one for Crowder. Was moved from Boston to Cleveland and then moved again over to Utah at the deadline. Also struggled mightily with his shot and just had a down year.
And you talk about a culture builder. Jay Crowder is a guy who is not content with losing ball games. He's a competitor, and that rubs off on his teammates.
Now, here's Rozier. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Boston again missing.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
Mitchell passes to Udo. He kicks to Exum. Mitchell with it. Dishes to Cephalosha. 5 to shoot. Takes the 3. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Now it's a 6-point Utah lead. That's a 2 from Rozier. And it's in. Oh, wow, he nails the buzzer beater.
Great awareness of the clock to end the quarter.
I like that. Even though he's in a hurry, he still remains under control.
Donovan Mitchell firing on all cylinders for Utah. He finishes with 9 points in the quarter. The D is having all sorts of problems with him. We'll return shortly. Al Horford provided some insight on why he decided to sign with the Boston Celtics.
What put me over the edge to make this switch is just the depth that I saw with this team. It's an up-and-coming young team that we have a chance to be good for many, many years, and it was something I wanted to be a part of.
Playing for a historic franchise like the Boston Celtics, Greg, they've got, of course, the great fan support, great history, something Horford relishes.
A great choice. A team with depth and youth. They have a chance to be good for a long time.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And from what we've seen from the Jazz so far, what's your take?
I mean, you saw it. That barrage of threes has them grooving here after one.
Well, there's not enough defensive pressure on the perimeter. We'll see in the second quarter if that gets correct.
On the court for the Celtics, we've got Aaron Baines. Rozier's out there with Smart. And it's Hayward. And it's Tice in at the 4. Last season, they were trying to speed up the game, C-Web. Teams were given fewer timeouts. Do you think they achieved that goal?
Well, yeah, the new rules, 18 to 14 total timeouts. No more 20-second timeouts. All quarters have 2 mandatories. I think it does help speed up. And these are the greatest coaches in the world. They can adjust. They just need to know what the rules are. And I love the fast pace, the fast pitch count. Let's make sure that we keep the game in a way that fans love it, and we're not leaving any time out there on the floor. I think the coaches have made a great adjustment to it, and look, play on the East Coast is always going to be a little bit slower, a little bit more methodical than the West. But I tell you what, it seems like it's speeding up the game on both sides, and that's something great for us fans.
Well said. Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
Well, guys, the Jazz had to weather the loss of Gordon Hayward, so they need to play together to have success. Coach Quinn Snyder said, we expect guys to put the team in front of themselves and support each other. Our strength isn't in one guy. We need each other. Kevin?
David, one thing for sure, they come to play almost every game. Thank you. 11 feet away. Here's Baines, and the rejection by Udo. And now Utah, fast break. They blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance for another one at the stripe.
Well executed, and then you love the strong finish.
So many fast breaks now ending the three-point shot. Good to see them taking it to the rack.
For Utah, they have made their only other free throw attempt today in an earlier trip to the line.
Yeah, pretty good numbers on the season when you look at their free throw attempts, right around 78%.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
Now here's Smart. 11 points for him in that last game against the Suns in Phoenix. We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter now, and there's the foul on Jay Crowder. That is his first foul of the game. Hayward on the wing, defended by Crowder. It's good, and the Jazz lead is cut down to just 4 points with a bucket from Hayward.
A decent size, good hands, a couple of things that make Hayward a solid finisher inside.
Crowder kicks to Exum. Pass to Cephalosha. Five on the clock. Unloads. And Baines pulls it down.
Nobody even close to him, and he can't believe he doesn't knock it down.
And the pass to Rozier. Hayward on the wing. Lets it go with a three. Utah with the rebound. Udo's got his 4th rebound in this one. Exum passes to Mitchell. It's deflected. We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. And that's out of bounds. Boston will retain possession. And the Jazz with some changes. Kyle Korver, he's checked in for Jay Crowder. And Ricky Rubio subbed in for Donovan Mitchell. Tatum, he's checked in for Boston. Here's Rozier. That one's all good. Now he's 3 for 5 from the field.
And that's what you give up when you don't fight over the screen.
A lot of times your defense is your offense is your defense. This is poor decision making right here. You can't let them have that shot. Also might have been a lack of effort.
Here is Korver after the basket by Boston. Shot clock at 5. Launches it. Hits the three-point bomb. Korver's got his first 3 points of the game.
If you do not respect that Kyle Korver has been making a living as a sniper from deep, then you haven't been doing your studying. You don't know the scouting report.
Now here's Tatum. Last time out he had 13 points over Cephalosha, and the shot is good. The Utah lead has been cut down now to just 3 on the basket from Tatum.
Now, they lean on him for a big portion of their scoring with a good reason.
And Rubio kicks to Udo. Exum passes to Korver. For 3. And Boston with the rebound.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
On its way from Hayward for 2. And again, it's Boston converting. For Utah, they've gone 50% from the floor in the second quarter, 3 of 6.
Talk about a coach who gets the most out of his guys and what he has to work with. I mean, that's none other than Brad Stevens. I mean, he's done it for years. First in college, now on the greatest level.
And as he squares up for mid-range, the defender right in his face.
Well, he did a great job of staying patient, letting the man make his move, and getting right up on the jump shot.
So Rozier will bring it up for the Boston Celtics. They trail by 1. Smart deciding where to go with it. Feeds to Baines. The Celtics need to get a shot off. Tatum's shot is off. And talking about Stevens, many people were shocked when he received 0 votes from his peers for Coach of the Year.
Well, yeah, I think people just got used to his style. And it's not just the great scheme that he has. He does a fantastic, subtle job of motivating players and keeping everyone focused.
The Jazz making a switch here. Gobert's checked in, and a new group in for the Celtics. Al Horford's checked in for Aaron Baines. Morris comes in for Gordon Hayward. Brown is checked in for Marcus Smart, and Irving subbed in for Terry Rozier. Now here's Gobert. He's provided them with some scoring punch and is averaging 13 points a game. Just 4 to shoot. Exum. It's good from in time. Exum's got his 3rd basket of the night right there. Celtics trail by 3. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Horford against Gobert. Outside Irving. Cephalosha with the steal. Inside. Here's Rubio over Irving. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. It's going to be on Kyrie Irving.
You know, for all the talk about Rubio's passing, I think one thing that gets overlooked is his defense. Both his on the ball and defensive rebounding are very strong for the point guard position.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And that one falls for Ricky Rubio. Chris, you and I love guys with a great handle, and they can finish with either hand. And I know you've got a couple guys who you think do it better than most.
Kyrie Irving.
Yeah, right,
He's
exactly.
one of the best finishers that I've seen. Oh, my goodness, the way he can finger roll you with his left hand and throw it up so high the rain will come down with it and finishing off of both legs. You have to look at a guy like Harden as well, the way he finishes. How about LeBron James? As strong as he is, it seems like he just kind of gives you a shoulder with either shoulder, bumps and waits, and then lays it up nice, too. I mean, you have so many players. Curry, he's another guy that does it so well. I can keep going on and on with those guys. Don't forget about Mike Conley. He's ambidextrous. He might just shoot a jump shot with either hand. So you got to be careful when guarding these guys. Great finishers.
Good names you've mentioned. Here's Irving after the made shot from Ricky Rubio. To the wing right side. Here's Horford. And it comes off the front of the rim. Jazz leading by 7. Rubio finds Gobert, and slam dunk by Gobert.
Fruitful possession, just doing what they can to extend the lead.
And that's what you have to do. Stay in the moment. Keep grinding.
Now, here is Irving, averaging 28 points a game, and it's not an easy feat for what this man does on the offensive end. Morris with the bucket.
And even with someone on, Morris is just a master at getting those shots open. Just an impressive player down low.
Pass to Gobert. And slam dunk by Gobert.
And offensively, they've done a great job here of staying in rhythm.
Yeah, of the 2 teams, they're taking the more makeable shots. Let's see if they can sustain it throughout the game.
Now, here's Irving. Passes it to Tatum. Over in the corner, Brown. Shot clock at 5. Tatum on the wing. Guarded by Korver. And it's Brown missing. And it's Utah's ball. They're on a 10-2 run here. And Rubio kicks to Favors over Morris. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
And as he squares up for mid-range, the defender right in his face.
Well, he did a great job of staying patient, letting the man make his move, and getting right up on the jump shot.
And it's stolen by Ricky Rubio. Pass to Exum. To the paint. Here's Favors. And Derek Favors with the slam.
And that's how you make a steal count. Turn it into a quick slam at the other end.
It was really a case. It looked like Greg Anthony right there, if I can say so. It was really a case of a great defensive play triggering some instant offense.
Fellas, that's just like it's supposed to work. Don't give the D a chance to set up.
Yeah, the amount of points they've given up here in the paint, that's what they got to talk about.
Oh, this is ugly. No question about it. And you wonder if these matchups aren't favoring them right now.
The Jazz making a switch here. Ingles is checked in. Now here is Horford. 11 points for him in that last game against the Suns in Phoenix. He had stolen by Ingles. It's stolen by Brown. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
It's something we saw a lot from Brown as an amateur, the ability to draw fouls and get to the line. Oh, man, what about the ascension of Jaylen Brown? I mean, come on. He's an uber athlete, super smart, strong, long wingspan, and very raw coming into the league.
Two shots. Relax on the first.
No good on the free throw. And the development period for Brown could have been longer, but he was thrust into a leading role.
Oh, come on. He had to play extra minutes. I mean, those injuries. But most importantly, he had to create offense. Ball handling may have been his biggest weakness when he entered the league, but he's already turned that into a strength.
Donovan Mitchell's checked in for Utah. He hits the second from the line.
And Brown is just an exceptional player. Really love whenever he shows off his athletic ability.
And Rubio kicks to Ingles. Over Tatum. He can't hit that time. And the Celtics going the other way now. Irving against Rubio. In the corner. Tatum with it. In the hoop for his fourth field goal. 4 for 7 shooting and looking for more.
I mean, you see the strength of Tatum already. Broad shoulders and able to make shots through contact.
And Rubio kicks to Gobert. Knocked loose. And a fast break now for the Celtics. Irving's got the ball. And that one, good. Irving's got his second basket of the night.
Out in the open court. Irving's just too quick, too shifty to contain.
Rubio the pass to Favors. Brown against Mitchell. And Favors has it in the corner. The pass to Gobert. Here's Mitchell. Drills the three-pointer. Mitchell's got 12.
Well, he's played a smart and strong game. His field goal percentage proves it.
Irving finds Horford. Morris outside. Back to Horford. From deep. The shot that time not on target. Gobert with the defensive effort. And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That's foul number 2 for him.
Oh, he's not happy to pick up a second foul. This early in the game, he's got to be careful now.
Jay Crowder's checked in for Joe Ingles. It's stolen by Morris. Here's Tatum, and slam dunk by Tatum.
And the thing about Tatum, you may not have the quickest drive, but the finish is explosive.
1:49 left to play in the first half. To the paint, and stolen by Horford. And on the way from Irving for 3. The three-pointer is right on target. And now it's just a 4-point Utah lead. And it's Rubio with the ball for Utah. And following this game, they'll challenge the Grizzlies on the road at the FedEx Forum in Memphis. They hit the road with that, the first of a 5-game run. Now here's Favors. 14 points from him the last game against Dallas. Crowder kicks to Rubio. Clock at 4. Over Irving. 18 feet away, and he knocks it down. And that's now 6 points for Ricky Rubio.
He's finally coming around, trying to make up for that goose egg he put up in the first quarter.
Irving dishes to Morris. It's his first trip to the line.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
Free throw good for Morris.
While the shooting of Morris provides his team with is crucial, just a real valuable part of this team.
Daniel Tice is checked in for Boston. Marcus Smart comes in for Brown. And good on the second, so he makes them both.
His free throw ability makes him tough to defend in the post. Teams can't get too physical with him.
Utah leading by 4. There's 49 seconds left in the first half. Gobert down low. With the fadeaway. And that one hits back iron.
The defense recognizing the situation and getting right in his face once he got close to the bucket.
Trying to get open is Irving. And Tatum with the basket on the assist by Morris. Morris has got 3 assists tonight. Utah has gone 5 of 8 from three-point land. 15 points and a deep ball for them tonight. Now, here's Rubio. He's got 6. Gobert the pass to Mitchell. He can't hit that time. Good work defensively by Smart. Morris finds Irving. And it's all evened up. Irving's got 11.
Now, I love how Irving stays focused on the bucket. Tenacious at driving inside and muscling shots over the defense.
Here's Mitchell. It's good from the top of the key.
Defensively, this is what you know. He's coming off a hot game and looking to keep it rolling.
Yeah, but here's the problem. They play team ball. So if you pay him too much attention, that just leaves other guys open and is too difficult of an adjustment to make.
And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Jazz out in front. They lead by 2. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks, Kevin. Kyle, they closed that gap coming into the half, but you guys still do have the lead.
Yeah, we got a lead, but we got to finish better than that. It's going to be a close game all the way.
Truer words never spoken, Kyle. Thanks a lot. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second half of basketball right after this.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back, everyone, to the 2K Sports Halftime Show. Some big-time action already in this one. I'm Ernie Johnson, along with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. A tremendous start for Donovan Mitchell. He had 14 points, 4 assists, and 1 rebound. And, Kenny, what'd you see out there from the Jazz?
Well, they were lighting it up from 3, and that was the difference in the first half. They did a good job of running off screens, spotting up, and getting rid of the ball quickly. And their shot selection, solid.
And Shaq, what are your thoughts on Boston?
Well, a lot of their points came in transition. They dictated the pace of the game. It was a fast pace. Put the defense back on its heels. I say keep attacking the second half. Do not slow down.
And that should do it. With the second half about to begin, let's send you back to Kevin Harlan. Go back to Kevin Harlan. Go. Just go over there.
The streets and buildings of Salt Lake City lit up gorgeously as we welcome you back to the action here in Utah. And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. It's been one outstanding game from Donovan Mitchell.
Yeah, and sometimes you find yourself in a role you're not comfortable with, but his passing in the first half really was impressive.
Yeah, and some of it is based on how the defense is playing you. He didn't force things. Instead, he rewarded his teammates.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Boston trailing. Favors and Gobert, the tough pair inside. Mitchell and Ingles are out on the wings. And it's Rubio in at the 1 spot. That's the group starting the second half for Quinn Snyder. Now here's Horford. Brown outside. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. Takes the 13-footer, and Tatum pulls it down.
Now, I think he lets the D get to him there, and he rushes it. I mean, he has plenty of space there if he just takes his time.
Here's Morris from out on the wing. He knocks it down. Morris has got it all tied up now for the Celtics.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, as we know, Rudy Gobert is a 7-footer with an aggressive mentality. He said some guys don't have pride, but I do. Sometimes too much. Quinn Snyder said he gets angry, which I like. Whatever kind of stereotypes Americans have about the French, they don't apply. Not to him anyway, guys.
Sacre bleu! Thank you, G.A. He is indeed a fiery competitor. Now, here is Morris. Derek Favors unable to get his shot to go. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Horford. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. And now Utah, fast break. Mitchell outside. Kicks to Gobert. Pass to Ingles from past the arc. Buries the long-range jumper. Ingles has got his first 3 points of the game.
And a good job taking what the D gives him. He's not going to pass it up with that much space.
Irving passes to Morris. Back to Irving. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Let's quickly now take a peek at the league leaders in blocks. In the third spot, Al Horford. Fourth, Rudy Gobert.
Those two have both mastered the art of the shot block. And believe me, guys, it is an art. It's not all about size.
Move shot.
That's good from Irving.
And the handles Irving possesses, I mean, unreal. The great Isaiah Thomas, Hall of Famer Isaiah Thomas, told me Irving might have the best handles he's ever seen.
Both free throws good for Irving. Into the third we go. 2 minutes in now. And it's Rubio with the ball for the Utah Jazz. They've led by as many as 11 points. He kicks it to Mitchell. Shoots over Brown. And it's Mitchell missing.
Having a little bit of trouble at the start of the half. Only 1 for 4 from the field.
The three from Tatum. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Brown's got 3 assists tonight.
Oh, what incredible precision. Brown cutting the D to pieces in his pass.
And Jaylen Brown was giving quite the compliment on his game from Draymond Green, who felt, Greg, that Brown was good enough to be an all-star.
Yeah, you know, I don't know if I'd be fully on board with that assessment in terms of last year, but I do think he's well on his way to becoming an all-star. His scoring and offensive impact continues to grow each year. And he's shown a great knack on the defensive side as well. Terrific two-way player. The sky is the limit.
Now here's Favors following the miss by Donovan Mitchell. There's the feed to Gobert and stolen by Tatum. Mitchell kicks to Favors. Ingles passes to Gobert and stolen by Horford. Brown wide open. He fires. Utah with the rebound.
And look, if he can start turning some of these misses into makes, their lead is going to take a big jump.
Ingles dishes to Rubio. Favors against Morris. From the line. They get it back. Gets the bucket and the foul. It goes on Jason Tatum.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
Utah shooting their 5th free throw of the game here. Looking at who's out there now for the Jazz. Udo comes in for Derek Favors. And Thabo Sefolosha subbed in for Joe Ingles. Then for the Celtics, Aaron Baines, he's checked in for Morris. Hayward comes in for Jason Tatum. And Terry Rozier subbed in for Jaylen Brown. And that one misses.
Well, Rudy Gobert has taken on more of a leadership role with this team. Clearly a difference maker on the court with his defense, and will get the team to fall in line. Hard to argue with one of the elite rim protectors in our league.
3 on the clock. Irving for 3. The rebound by the Jazz. Udo's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Irving with the steal. Horford finds Irving. Over in the corner, Rozier. And here's the fast break. Sefolosha leading the way. The dish to Mitchell. And Utah turns it over again. And with Gobert, he does so much as a defender with his impact, Greg, in the paint.
Yeah, and Gobert does so much in terms of cleaning up his teammates' mistakes while they're defending out there on the perimeter. It allows his teammates to be more aggressive on D, knowing he's going to be that last line of defense. And Gobert won't let them get too comfortable, as he is one of the more vocal players in terms of shaping their D.
Now, here is Irving. He's got 13. Hayward kicks to Rozier. His three-pointers off the mark. Utah's gotten 2/3 of their three-pointers to fall tonight. They're 6 of 9 overall. At the top of the key, Gobert scored the bucket. He's made 5 so far, shooting a very clean 5 of 7.
And Korver, a team-first guy. When one of his guys is open, he wastes no time in delivering the pass.
Now here's Irving, averaging 28 points a game, and it's not an easy feat for what this man does on the offensive end. Sinks the triple. Guys, close one here. No team getting a huge advantage.
Yeah, tooth and nail fight so far, guys. These sides match up really well.
Gobert down low. Baines is there. Here's Udo. Here's Gobert. Good for another bucket. He's made half a dozen now. 6 for 8 on the night.
And you just hate to give up those second chance points.
It can be discouraging, frustrating, but you only have yourselves to blame. Box out.
Mitchell with it. He's got 14. Korver kicks to Cephalosha. Korver passes to Udo. Now here is Cephalosha. Rozier defending. Here's Udo. And Baines pulls it down. Baines has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Mitchell against Rozier. Passes it to Horford. Here's Irving. Back to Horford. On the wing, Irving. Rozier for 3. No good on that one. So Utah will take it the other way. They've led by as many as 11 points. And there's a whistle. That goes on Terry Rozier. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. Jay Crowder's checked in for Utah. And a change for the Celtics. Smart's checked in. Mitchell against Irving, and it's Korver in the corner. Mitchell kicks to Udo. Crowder dishes to Cephalosha. Another miss by Utah. And it's Smart with the ball for Boston. It's a 1-point game. This game is finished. They'll be off to Portland taking on the Trailblazers. That will conclude a 5-game road trip for them.
And I love Smart pressing his advantage on the interior.
Utah's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Mitchell passes to Cephalosha. Hayward against Korver. Six to shoot. The 3. And Baines pulls it down.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Knocked loose. Here's Horford over Udo. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. Udo picks one up.
And how about the veteran savvy from Horford using the pump fake to put the defender in a disadvantage?
For Boston, they have shot 9 of 11 at the free throw line.
And looking at the numbers this season, they're shooting a robust 82% from the line. That's about as good as it gets.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good.
And Horford is one of the league's most talented centers. He's a sharpshooter who possesses a feathery touchdown low.
And the Celtics making a change here. Tice is checked in. And so he hits both. And Chris, a unique aspect of Horford's game, he's the rare big who can repeatedly initiate the offense.
Oh, yeah, he's a good ball handler, has great vision. You see him making the right decision time and time again. He's the consummate team player.
Impeccable from the line since halftime.
Two shots.
first free throw is good.
At 6'4", 220 pounds, Marcus Smart might be the most physically imposing point guard in the league, especially with his fiery approach to the game.
Both shots good from the stripe. Jazz trail by 5. Mitchell kicks to Udo. Cephalosha against Hayward. Now here is Cephalosha. He's tightly guarded. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Udo, and it's sent back by Horford.
Oh, the way Horford positions himself as the shot goes up. I mean, his defensive instincts are just absolutely fantastic.
Now, here is Irving. 13 points in the game. Tice passes to Irving. To the middle. It's deflected. Crowder with the steal. They're running. And here we go. And Udo with the stuff.
Yeah, how about the sharp steal and then run out? It looks like they're ready to put the hammer down.
Well, we've been waiting for one of these teams, Greg, to pull away. Maybe that'll be a springboard for them.
Well, Kev, it could be. Take a great defensive play, follow it up with a big-time dunk. That'll always get a team fired up.
Here's Crowder. Out a hand on it, and they'll keep possession. Cephalosha finds Crowder, and the shot goes down. Crowder's got 5 now.
Nice work offensively, and Crowder caps it off inside.
Here's Smart. He has 5. Inside. And there's Horford. That's good on the assist from Smart. Horford's got 7 now in this quarter.
And when he gets it in close, Al Horford is one of the best, I mean, one of the premier finishers in this league.
Utah calls timeout.
And if there was ever a guy who was more than what his stats say, it's Al Horford. Won't have nights where he drops 50 or carries a team with his shot blocking, but you ask anyone he's played with and they'll tell you he is a perfect teammate.
Marcus Morris is checked in for Daniel Tice.
And while we have a chance, how about the numbers for Kyrie Irving? He's averaging 28 points, 5 assists, and 3 rebounds. What incredible numbers. He has been a beast.
Yeah, impossible to check right now. When he's on a roll like this, not much you can do to stop him.
Crowder kicks to Cephalosha. And Hayward with the block.
Defensively, you know, a little uneven in that first half, but they've been far more focused and consistent here in the second.
This is what a leader does. Irving, good at sharing the wealth and getting his teammates going.
And the big men who compete against Horford have nothing but respect for him, Greg.
Well, it is why he's been selected as an all-star by his peers and why guys like Embiid admire his game. I mean, Horford does all the small things on the floor you need as a big man. He's so humble. He just goes about his game and makes his team better in every facet.
It's been a really tough quarter for him. I mean, he cannot get his shots to drop.
Here's Morris, and Morris throws it down.
Oh, nice look there from Smart, finding the open man.
A minute 42 left in the third quarter. Mitchell passes to Udo. Now Cephalosha. 10 points for him. Just 5 on the clock. Utah needs to get off a shot here. Another miss by Utah. Here's Boston now. They're on a 15-6 run. Torrance, and Morris throws it down.
Loving the energy right now here in the third quarter as they try to take control of this game.
They came out the locker room refreshed. I mean, they've been the stronger team since halftime, no doubt.
And Utah has possession after the basket by Boston. Cephalosha with it, now defended by Hayward. There's the three. That's in, and the Celtic lead is cut down now to just 6 in the basket from Cephalosha.
First 3 of the half, second of the game. Can he heat up?
Inside, here's Hayward, and Hayward at the stuff.
And right there, Hayward's in full attack mode, imposing his will on the game.
We'll see if they want to trade 2 for 1 here.
Got to time up that clock to do so.
On the wing, Cephalosha. Defended by Hayward. Back to Cephalosha. Kicks it out to Mitchell. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. To the right side. 6 on the shot clock. 3-pointer. Crowder doesn't get it to drop for him. Good work defensively by Morris. To the paint. Here's Smart. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall.
Nice defense there. That's Crowder's focus every time he takes the court.
And so it's Boston in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. They've set the tone. They love their tempo. They're going to be very tough to stop. Right back after this break. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And, you know, you can always count on him for at least a couple of these pretty assists over the course of a game. And this one, a thing of beauty.
This is how you quarterback an offense. He sees and anticipates what the defense is doing.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. Jazz trail by 8. And a look at the 5 for the Celtics to start the fourth quarter. Tatum and Hayward holding down the forward spots. Brown out there with Smart. And it's Morris in at the 5. The kick out to Brown. Shoots. Rubio with the rebound.
Not his best game, but they're still getting it done collectively.
Crowder finds Favors. Good work defensively by Morris.
Oh, great effort there. That's how you defend the paint.
Yeah, he has that capacity. He knows exactly where to position himself to protect the rim.
Here's Mitchell. Knocks it loose. Smart against Mitchell. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. One of those guys who seems to improve his game every season. Hayward showing us great consistency from range.
Now look at this. When he first came into the league, he was more of a slasher, a mid-range shooter. But through sheer repetition, hard work, getting it in the gym, and some adjustments to his shooting motion, the outside shot has become one of his greatest weapons.
And he makes the first.
It is so good to see Gordon Hayward. Man, he had the big injury last year, only 5 minutes into the season. Now it seems to be all systems go. It's so good to see Gordon Hayward back out on the floor.
Rudy Gobert, he's checked in for Derek Favors. So he gets them both. And Hayward's recovery process was one of the more public ones we've witnessed, mostly due to social media.
Oh, yeah, he was getting all of us pumped up over the summer. I mean, everybody had to calm down because he's known for his blog posts for being fairly transparent about what he's going through. It's a new era. I mean, players now have an unfiltered line of communication with their fans. You got to love it.
Clock at 6. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there.
You two.
So it's the Celtics now. Boston leading by 10. Morris kicks to Tatum. Hayward at the elbow. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Oh, man, and right there, Hayward willing to sacrifice his body in traffic to make the play.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First one falls for him.
Well, he was just a skinny kid coming out of college. Hayward's gotten much stronger and much better in a short period of time.
The Celtics making a switch here. Rozier's checked in. Good on both. Just over a minute and a half played here in the fourth. And Rubio kicks to Gobert. Mitchell against Brown. Now here's Gobert. Defense is right there. And there's another turnover by the Jazz. They have yet to put up any points here in the fourth. So Rozier will bring it up for Boston. Here in the fourth quarter, their defense has been very strong, allowing no baskets. Now, here's Rozier. Here's Hayward. That's good, and it's Rozier with the assist. And 12 points for Gordon Hayward.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
And Rubio kicks to Gobert. Mitchell with it, picked up by Brown. Gobert dishes to Mitchell. Over Brown. Here's Gobert. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. That's on Jaylen Brown. A free throw drops for Gobert. He doesn't get the second one.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
And there's the whistle. Illegal screen. And now a look at the upcoming schedule for the Utah Jazz. On Monday, they'll take on Marc Gasol and the Memphis Grizzlies. And then on Wednesday, they'll face off against DeAndre Jordan and the Dallas Mavericks.
And you know when you're struggling and then you face heading out on the road, it can be a bit daunting. These guys, though, can see this as an opportunity to kind of really ramp up and gain some confidence.
Utah calls timeout. Nice game. Great performance by Marcus Morris.
This is a critical timeout for them. They've got to come up with a plan to slow him down right here and right now.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Well, during the last break, I heard Quinn Snyder talking with his team. He was not pleased. He said, you guys look dead out there. I told them they've got to play with more activity. And then he said, this is not going to cut it. I have to see who's going to step it up. Guys.
I tell you what a good thing that he showed up today, because without him, this thing would already be over.
Austin with the ball. Here's Rozier. He dishes it to Tatum. Pass to Morris. Brown kicks to Hayward. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Brown's got his fourth assist in this one.
And for anyone who hasn't been paying attention, Jaylen Brown's developed into a threat as a distributor.
Now here's Crowder. Mitchell outside. Shoots over Brown. Here's Gobert. That one drops for him.
They've cashed in on a lot of second chance opportunities here in the second half. That extra effort will help them cut into this deficit.
Here's Rozier. Tatum on the wing. Defended by Crowder. Crowder against Hayward. And he uses the glass on the layup. Hayward's got 10 points now just in this quarter.
Strange game for him. Barely made any noise in the first half, and here in the second, he's been everywhere.
Rubio, the pass to Ingles. Kicks it to Gobert. Over Hayward. Gobert can't hit.
And he's just a tough defender. Good positioning to get after that shot.
Well, not all defenses are constructed to protect the mid-range area. Nicely done that time.
From 12 feet out, here's Tatum, and it's Boston with another.
We see time and time again Tatum making a difficult shot against tight defense.
Jazz trail by 15. Mitchell kicks to Gobert. And here is Ingles. Back to Rubio. Now here's Gobert. Clock at 6. Pulled the shot a little left, but the bounce goes his way. Gobert's got 11 points here in just the second half. Rozier against Rubio. Rozier with the ball. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
And he wasn't going to get away with that one. Still in motion when he set that screen.
He even knew he wasn't in good position. He tried to slide himself into a better spot. The official wasn't happy.
Al Horford is checked in for Gordon Hayward. Now Rubio. To the inside. Crowder. Boom, he jams it straight down.
Nice work by Crowder. A hard screen, and he rolled to the rim with purpose that time.
Celtics leading by 11. Here's Rozier in the corner. Tatum with it. Back to Rozier. In the corner. Tatum with it. No good with the triple. And so it's Crowder with it. He'll bring it up for Utah. Rozier with the steal. Here's Tatum. That's good, and it's Rozier with the assist. Tatum's got 4 this quarter.
Another one from Tatum. I mean, boy, this kid, he's cooking at the offensive end.
Utah's gotten a positive outcome on 7 of their 14 three-pointers in this game. Not bad at all. Rubio finds Gobert. That's in, and the Celtic lead is cut back down to 11 now as they get an important basket that time from Crowder.
Oh, he caught him in stride with the lead pass. Now that was timing.
Rozier against Rubio. Rozier the pass to Horford. Gobert with the block. And here's Rubio. Off the mark, had a chance to trim it to single digits. Brown the pass to Horford. No good that time.
Now, that's what we're talking about in terms of the activity level defensively. You got to protect the rim.
Well, that takes physical ability, good timing, those 2 things that he possessed.
And Rubio kicks to Gobert. Mitchell. No good that time. Some solid defense from Brown.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
13 feet away. And it's sent back by Mitchell. Morris against Crowder. The offensive rebound. Kicks it out to Rubio. There's the pass to Gobert. 6 to shoot. On the wing, Mitchell. He's covered by Brown. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Chris Coach turnover. Happens a lot in the NBA. And there are some people that feel that, teams are too quick to make a change. What do you think?
Every situation is different. Sometimes an obvious change is needed, but sometimes it feels more like desperations. Think about it. The best franchises typically have stability, and fans aren't stupid. They know when their team is just trying to throw a worm out there to catch and to see who they can get, or if they're using the past coach as a scapegoat, trying to redirect the emotions of the fans to direct them to cheer for their team further on. But a lot of times, I tell you this, though, coaches getting fired are because the players don't execute and follow through. A lot of times it's not the coach's fault, but usually they have to take the fall, and that's what being the leader is all about. And unfortunately for the coaches, there is quick turnover, but hopefully they can land back on their feet at a new place with another job, with a team that'll listen and let them set the culture.
Good insight.
And, he's enjoyed the kind of day you expect in terms of shooting the basketball. He can bring them right back into this game.
Back to Morris. Pass to Horford. The Celtics working the ball around now. No good from Irving.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Now, here's Mitchell. He kicks to Gobert. Tatum against Cephalosha. And the lead is down inside single digits. Celtics leading by 9. Now here's Irving. This is to Horford. Down low. Here's Tatum. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Brown's got 5 assists tonight.
And you think about the potential of Tatum. I mean, once he has strength, particularly in the lower half, he's going to be a load inside.
Now, here's Mitchell. And Brown over to help. Mitchell passes to Gobert. Rebound, Boston. Horford's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. Irving drives in and out of bounds as Utah gains possession. There's 1:40 left to play in the final quarter. Here's Mitchell. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. Mitchell's got 4 points in the quarter. Celtics leading by 9. Outside Irving, and that's a foul. It's called on Thabo Cephalosha. That is his first foul of the game. And it goes out of bounds. That one's off Cephalosha.
I don't think that was a pass he should make. Too many things can go wrong. I mean, they're lucky to keep possession.
"14 feet away. And all around the rim that time before dropping in. And the Celtics lead by 11.
You got to know that Irving is an excellent mid-range shooter. But then again, where isn't he a great shooter?
Mitchell against Brown. Mitchell dishes to Gobert. From down in the low post, it goes. Gobert's got 15 points in just the second half. And it's Irving with the ball for Boston. To the inside, and Morris throws it down.
And it looks like just playing the last bit of this one out in what should be a nice win here for the Celtics.
It didn't look like a game that was going to work out for them, but man, how things changed in a hurry.
Man, I'd say it was gutsy, Kevin, in terms of what they were able to do in that comeback. An incredible amount of fortitude when facing all of that adversity, and not just to come back, but how about to come back and win going away?
And they took charge when it counted, and they'll be notching their 9th win overall.
And with the win approaching, they'll take the first game here of 2 that they'll play against this team. Nice to get that first one out of the way and set the tone.
And a lot of players tonight help contribute to this performance, but in particular, A real good game it was for Marcus Morris.
You look at the energy he brought on both ends of the floor, and it's easy to see why he was a difference maker.
Rubio looking around. And it's good. 2 points.
I mean, this D is a joke. It's way too passive. They got to get a body on him, and he's on his way to the bucket.
Irving kicks to Tatum. Back to Irving. 35 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Shot clock at 6. Gobert with the defensive effort. And it would take divine intervention for them now to get back in it.
Yeah, I'd have to say, guys, I don't think the man upstairs is really focused on a comeback. Now, that's what we're talking about in terms of the activity level defensively. You got to protect the rim.
Well, that takes physical ability, good timing, those two things that he possessed.
Outside Irving. So it's the Celtics picking up the win. They came in here and took care of business like they were the home team.
And Kevin, how about the mental toughness that this group showed? They were never rattled at all by the opposing fans.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, guys. Gordon, nice win for you guys tonight. What was the difference?
Energy. I think we play with a lot of energy, passion, especially defensively. You know, when we're all doing our job and we're playing and we're focused and we're solid defensively, we're not really having lapses, we can be a pretty good team. You know, that we don't have to walk the ball up the court, and it's not as difficult on our offense. So it all starts defensively, and I think it all starts with energy down there.
You've become one of the best young defensive teams in the league, Gordon. Thanks very much. Back to you.
All right, David, thank you. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Chris Webber, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. So long.